Hello, this is Bruce again at Red Raven Computing Studios, and I'm going to talk about tools of the trade. I got a brand new MacBook 2016 to help with coding, as you can tell. So you have all kinds of dongles. The problem is you use a USB-C port, and so you end up dongling everything. However, it's fast and it works quite well for what I do. As you can tell, I'm working on an Android project right now. Got Android Studio open using an external monitor. Now this MacBook used to be my old development machine that I use. It's a MacBook Pro 2012, mid 2012, and I used to use this quite a bit. However, after so many updates and still been using it, I would be working a full-time job and then 8-9 hours a day, and then come home and then try to reset everything up to work on this again, because I use this for my job, and it was just costing so much time in terms of setting up, getting everything ready, booting up Xcode, booting up Android Studio, or booting up the simulators. Just even the simulators are taking so much more time, and on this machine it's much faster. I'm saving a lot more time just running, doing my initial running of the programs, getting everything loaded up, so I can actually start working. With this, I would be wasting at least an hour trying to get this. So this is like the tools of the trade. Now you don't need, like I said, the best thing, but tools are very important if you are considering basically improvement and performance improvement. A lot of times people would figure, like who own companies and stuff, would figure, oh, I'll just hire some person in India or some person in the third world, outsource it, even when all they need is give their developers better equipment so that they can actually speed up their process, like compiling and research and testing. And so I'm just showing off my my new MacBook, and like I said, it's pretty nice. I mean, very thin. The keys are very nice. It's a little different with the touch bar. Getting some used to, and then the dongle's a little bit annoying at times. But hey, I can plug in more USB ports in one dongle than, let's say, here. But anyways, as far as compiling, getting my software up, running quickly, using an external monitor, this works really good for that. And like I suggested in some other videos of mine, that you want to go with MacBooks in terms of sort of development, because it's just the tools are there. And like I said, you can do Android Studios or you can do iOS on a MacBook, in which you can't do iOS on a Windows machine. So one reason to get Mac. And I like portability, and I basically max out the specs on this, except for the hard drive. The hard drive, which just got 1 terabyte instead of 2, but it's SSD, solid state drive, which makes it a lot faster. Whereas this still uses a hard drive, HD hard drive, and so it's a little bit slower. But yeah, I'm noticing quite a bit of an improvement in getting some operations done, and getting some work done, and getting some things loaded up and done. Even boot up time, I'm noticing a big difference. Big difference between the two. But if you don't have a lot of money, you might want to get something like this just to get started. But then you want to invest. And another thing that we talk about is investing in yourself, investing in equipment. Like I said, this is an investment for me. I invested this to improve my productivity, and a lot of people, particularly in some places in the world, are very hesitant to invest in themselves. They're very hesitant to invest in equipment and things, and I've seen that. They can be resourceful, but they rather use something that doesn't cost a lot of money and then hack it than to get the proper equipment. And to me, my belief is you always want to have the proper tool for the proper job. You don't want to use a knife when you need a hammer, and vice versa. You want to use a knife when you don't need a hammer. You know, anybody who's work with tools, understand this. So a computer is a tool for um, engineers and software developers, and it's good to invest in it, especially when you build up some competence and be able to know what you're doing. So hopefully this is useful. Like I said, it's very different, but I noticed right away immediate difference in my in loading times, loading simulators. I can even show you an example of loading a simulator so that you can see how the differences it is in. So we'll choose basically one of these simulators and just run it. Show you. So it's compiling it up. On Android Studio is always slow. And there you go. Simulator is just booting up right now. And see, boom, already boot up. And on this machine, I'm not even going to do it. It'll take so much time just to boot up a simulator. I was even having problems with booting up iOS simulators where I would like test something in, let's say, an iPhone 4 or iPhone 5, and then they need to test an iPhone 6. Just changing the simulators added problems on this machine. This machine not having so much problems with that. I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, as you can see, it booted up quite fast. So, yeah. So when you think about investing in equipment, you want something that's good that saves you time, but you also need something that does the job. And you don't always need the greatest thing, but sometimes having the proper equipment actually helps you in the long run. All right. Have a good one. Peace out.